Alright, already we're back to a already more exciting episode for Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime because last one was just a filler recap episode. So this one is Friends to the End, and let's see what goes on. This is going to be more exciting, trust me. Of course, last time we see that now Joey and Taya are not under control of Merrick's Millennium Rod because dark magic and shadow magic, and if I actually had to explain it, it would take a while and that'd be the whole video. But yes, now they're under control, and well, yeah, dark magic is pretty hard to beat. And meanwhile, while Merrick was doing that, Odeon has gone out and gotten enough located cards for both him and Merrick so they can make it to the Battle City Final, so they can take both Yugi and Kaiba's Egyptian God card, and then, take over the world. When villains say that their setup is foolproof, even though they say that, the heroes always find some frickin' way to make sure, hey, that's not true at all. Look, Merrick's got a lot on his plate, though. He had a very rough childhood. But we'll go over that when we get to that. Like I said, it's one of the many things we'll have to talk about later. Also, he says replacing its pathetic deck with rare magic cards. A lot of the cards seem like some of the most simple cards you could ever find online or in a pack. And Joey didn't even look like he showed it. He just put it on top of his deck with no problem. Also, I can't wait to see all the rare magic cards Merrick has that are just the most generic cards you can find nowadays. When Kaiba says I worked much better on my own and proceeds to almost lose 50 times in the tag duel he and Yugi did against Loomis and some other guy. I don't care about the evil people they face in the tag duel, okay? If they're characters that I haven't seen for the rest of the show, who cares about their names? Yeah, and notice this Titanic-ass looking ship here, and nobody else around. There's a ship parked here, and nobody else besides Merrick and his gang, Joey, Taya, Yugi, Kaiba, and Mokuba are here. Everyone just, call it a day early in the day and just never decide to come back here. Of course, because, Merrick uses Millennium Rod, he can also, I guess, telepathically, in a way, communicate. It's like strings and the other guy, but yeah, friendship. I love how Yugi yeah, Taya's done nothing to you. Yeah, in fact, Taya hasn't really done that much throughout this series. When it comes to remembering the Pharaoh's memories, Taya why not Joey or something? Because isn't Joey one of Yugi's first friends and his best friend, and that would kind of make more sense. Also, Taya kind of has to tell everyone things. Also, Taya tells things to people that everyone has already known or already known how to pick up on. Yeah, Merrick, sure. And how this duel goes is that there's a big giant anchor on the top. I know, very scary and threatening. And apparently whoever loses the duel will, plunge into the bottom of the ocean and drown by the anchor, while the other one can get the key from the other player's box and free themselves. I know. Pretty crazy, but it's Shadow Realm. Also, whoever dies loses their soul. I love how Kaiba's like, stop this duel immediately! Kaiba, this is an evil guy with evil Egyptian magic. You can't just stop a duel, as we clearly see where two people are about to maybe die by a press of a button. Yeah, that'll show him, Kaiba. Stop! No, well, foiled again. Look, it's this Zane-ass looking guy who is one of the most forgettable characters in the entire show that no one will care about in the next 2 seconds. Of course, Yugi's of course, Yugi pulls out Joey's Black Dragon, this will help, but doesn't put Slifer in it. Yeah, if you don't want to lose your rarest card, just don't put it in your deck. They can't take it because it's not in your deck. It says the rarest card in their deck, not their overall rarest card. See, loopholes. Here's another epic flashback because they were probably going to school or something with Joey and his sister. It's kind of weird how they're always alone, because their whole parent situation a little bit, but it's still very nice to see moments like these where 18 people are not trying to die from a card game. Oh god, there's 2 other people with terrible haircuts, and this guy's bald! People are here, and it's not suspicious that everyone else is not looking at them like, the hell are you guys doing here? And Yugi summons Gazelle in defense mode. Why not attack mode? I know the defense is better, but, in attack mode, it has more attack points than defense points, so why not? Yeah, first Joey, controlled by Merrick, plays Raigeki, which destroyed all the monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Very good card for everyone to have. Then Joey, controlled by Merrick, summons Alligator Swordsman and attacks him directly, dealing some very obvious damage to start the duel because, Raigeki is just too OP. So I can consider Raigeki a rare card because I don't know exactly where to pull it from. He's like, I play Big Shield Gardener right now. Why do you gotta emphasize the right now part? What? Now, how is Himotama a super rare magic card or spell card? Causes 500 points of damage. Yeah, it's not that rare. There's like a lot of other monsters that cause effect damage and spell cards that do way more than that. It's more like, oh, I could probably buy this, find this on the internet for like $2. And now they're being surrounded by more of the rare hunters because apparently Merrick had more. When previously he saw he only had like 3 others. Oh well, they're probably just at Starbucks and they're ordering coffee. Yeah, or they had too many spell cards to look at. After everything else has happened in the entire series, Taya's like, here, is this a dream? No! Where have you been besides under the dark control of dark Egyptian magic? Where have you been for the last 10 minutes? He has another Hemotama. Yeah, I know. People can have multiple cards in their decks of the same type, up to 3. What? I know. You can have up to like 3 cards of the same, like, named card. I know. Can't believe it either. Did people never realize this that much back then? Also, it's not weird that sometimes they talk, but we can still see their teeth. I know animation, but man, that's crazy. Why does Yugi keep summoning Kuribo in defense mode? I know because multiply, but just keep it in your hand and discard it to negate 1 attack of damage. I feel like that's just a better way of using Kuribo in general. Gotta like how after, Merrick has done all this stuff to threaten Yugi and his friend, he's like, you cheat! Aren't you trying to murder everyone? Like, and also, yeah, also the Pharaoh switched with Yugi, so maybe that will help Joey, he thinks. It probably will. So thanks to the power of Duke Devlin and Dice, apparently, because he hasn't been in the show in a while, he manages to save the day. Gotta love how it makes you look like Duke it was only going to be the episodes with Dungeon Dice Monsters. And like, no, I think he's going to be in more stuff. I know. Crazy. Alright, so he has Red Eyes Black Dragon, Exchange, Despelled, Mystic Box, and Card Destruction. Not a bad hand, but, could be worse. Yugi, well, I think Joey or Controlled by Merrick plays card exchange, which lets so your opponent which each opponent looks at each other's hand to take 1 card from their hand each, So yeah. Yugi's like, okay, if I give the Millennium Puzzle to Joey, it might jog his memory and all that. So it's kind of a risky play, but Yugi will do anything to bring Joey back from the dark controlled side. And yeah, also Duke's here and he's like, you remember Joey, right? Yeah, that's his sister. What? Duke's like, yeah, that's what they're doing right now. So Joey plays attrition, but I'm not sure what it does because he didn't explain it, so I don't know either. Okay, so apparently attrition takes like most of most of a monster's attack points and decreases them from the monster, making it even weaker. Probably depending on how weaker the other monster is. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of crap is happening. Will Yugi save Joey? Find out next week, literally, because next week. And that was the first parts of Friends to the End. Obviously, way more interesting than the filler recap video I made last week. But it is pretty interesting to see how far Yugi and Joey's friendship goes in these 4 episodes. And no, we're not doing all 4. Come on, we don't want the video to be the length of the Declaration of Independence, do we? So yeah, that's the video. I'll see you all next week. Thank you.